friends. Thanks for joining me today. Today I got this shower curtain and this pair of pants. Well, it was a pair of pants. I've done demolished them. I have took them apart so I can have a pattern. And I think I showed them to you in one of my other videos when I went yard selling. But anyway, these was a little snug on me, but I just bought them for the pattern anyway because I can make them bigger. So what I'm going to do is put them on this shower curtain right here. But you know me, I'm going to cut these holes off first, like I did this one. That was my last video with the Eiffel Tower. Is that Eiffel Tower? Yeah, Paris. Okay, and so I'm fixing to do the same to this one. And then I want to do something different. I want to do a two different leg thing. And I seen this, I think it was Pinterest, I'm not sure, but I would try to put it right here. And then that's what I'm going to try to do in that vicinity. But before we go any further, I just want to say thank you for stopping by on my channel. If you're new, this is a channel about upcycling, recycling, redoing, reusing, stuff like that. So thank you. Please hit that subscribe button, that like button. I appreciate it, and let's get to it. All right, so I've got this one laid out, and this is going to be my left leg, and that one's going to be my right leg, and that's just a sheet, and this is a shower curtain. Shower curtain was only $1. The sheet was too. Now, the reason I cut these off is because if you're making something and you need it to have like buttonholes, your buttonholes are already made for you. And so just cut your piece down just a little further than what it is, and then you can sew that piece to your garment like I did those overalls. It saves time and it's useful. Just thought I'd give you a peek at my beautiful shower curtain that I'm cutting up, but I did get it at a thrift store for $1. But now I get to wear it. Okay, so to compensate for what I cut off, the seams, the surgeon edge, plus it to fit my caboose here, I am going to use this right here. And I'm just going to do it right here. Use this, well, look at there. Well, it's a good thing that that's on outside. I'm going to go all the way around these pants. Okay, now it's just time to do the other side. And hopefully we'll get to sew them up. Maybe I didn't make no boo-boos. I do that quite a bit sometimes. But you live and learn. Trial and error. Okay, so I thought I'd come outside and take me a little break, but it looks like there's fixing to be a storm popping up, but I'm still going to take my break out here. That's what it looks like from that side. I hope it's not going to be too bad. You know, everybody that's worked forever and a day always know when it's break time. And then when you retire, you still need a break. So that's what I'm doing. Well, all right, there it is. Whew, from my window, it looks like a typhoon hit. Hey, go put a house coat on. A little chilly in here right now. Okay, got that done. Now let's match them up. Okay, so I'm going to try to match them up. I need to remove this one. And this one. And match it up to this. Let's see. There's the back. Right here. All right, I took it to the machine and I sewed this one down to the crotch. Now I'm fixing to sew this one down to the crotch. All right, so I got that one sewed on too, and I just used a straight stitch down through there. So now, I mean, I'm hoping it's going to turn out like I think, but, you know, I don't know. My thinking could be wrong. All right, so now I'm going to fold them over to each other. I'm gonna match the shower curtain side to the shower curtain side. I'm gonna match the sheet side to the sheet side. Okay, and so now what I'm fixing to do is go to the crotch on the inside, match them up, and so now I'm fixing to sew down the leg. Okay, so just in case you didn't get what I was saying, I sewed these two pieces together, front and back, those two, front and back, and now I'm fixing to match them up at the crotch right here, and I'm fixing to sew down each leg. And like I always say, I always do a straight stitch first before I serge it, because after you do that, then it's a done deal. But if you don't have a serger, then you use a zigzag stitch. All right, so now I'm fixing to do the other side. All right, so here's where we are, right here. I've got those crotches sewed in there, and I've got them sewed down. So now what we're going to have to do is worry about the sides, on both sides, and I want to put that pocket in like that blue pair had. So it's going to be right here. So let's get to that. Okay, so here's the blue pants, and then this is the way they were, and then this was behind there, like this right here. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to trace this out right here, this little section, and I'm going to cut it out, like my scissors. Okay, and then I'm going to take another piece of this in this material, and I'm going to put that to the back. So let me get that cut out. Okay, so now that I got these two pieces cut out for the pocket, I'm going to take it to my serging machine and just serge around both sides. Then take it to my regular machine. I'm going to fold it under and just do a top stitch. All right, I got them top stitched on both sides. And then here's that little flat piece, like that. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm just going to mismatch it and put one over here and put the plain one over there. And I got a little red on that. I hope that comes out. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to cut out me a couple of these, and I'm going to put them on this leg right here. Okay, so to get these pockets on, this type of pocket, I sort of like this type of pocket. It's not as complicated. I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm just going to line it up here. Well, scoot it over to where this seam is matching like that. So now I'm going to take it to my machine, and I'm just going to go straight edge stitch down, and then this way. I may go back, I may do it twice, like a double stitch, and I'm going to do this on both sides, and that will complete my pocket. I'm liking these pockets. Pocket, pocket, pocket. I might change my name to the Pocket Lady. All right, I've got them pinned, and off to the sewing machine I go. But I forgot to tell you that I just serged around each one of them so they wouldn't be fraying out. And here I go. All right, so I'm sewing these from the back side. That way I know I'm hitting my pocket and it's going to be on there. Then when I get through, I'll flip it over, and then I'll do the other seam on the other side so I can see where I'm at. Okay, so I've got that part done. Now I've cut two of these out, and I don't want to overdo it. Because I want the two legs to be different. But I will put, I think I'll put one right about here, and then I think I'll put one on the back somewhere. I may put it up a little higher. So I'm just going to put two of them on. All right, got them pinned, and guess where I'm going? Okay, so here's where we are. There's where I sewed that one on this, and then one on the back. Now I'm fixing to sew the side seams up, straight stitch first before I serge it together to make sure it's going to fit, and then I'll know how much elastic I need to put around this big old belly waist. Okay, here they are. I gotta put the elastic in. So I'll just fold that under, pretend like that's my elastic. I like them. I don't like that part right there, but there's nothing I can do about that. It didn't match up, see? But I'm not a professional, so I think it's good enough. So I'm going to work on this elastic. All right, I got this at the Hobby Lobby, and this piece is what come out of the blue one. I know it fits, so I'm just going to measure it by that and use this measurement. Now I'm fixing to take it to my serging machine, and I'm going to serge around this whole edge up through here, so it won't so it'll stop fraying out. And then I will make a casing, and I'll put my elastic in there. Okay, so I pressed me a hem right through here. I'm taking it to my machine, just do a straight stitch, and then I'm going to take this elastic, run it through. I think it's big enough, and it is. And then I went ahead and serged all my edges. So I've put me 2 pins right here to let me know not to sew there, because that's where I'm going to pull my elastic through. Well, at least the sun's shining again. I'm going to pull that elastic through with this little gadget right here, and somebody told me what that little gadget's name was, and I have no idea. I'm just going to call it a puller. Okay, so I got it through, and now I'm just fixing to sew these 2 pieces together right here. I went over it about 6 or 7 times so that it's not going to come loose. Okay, so now I got to sew that little gap up right there. All right, so here we are. And so I don't gross you out, I'll just roll my shirt up to here. So you can see the my pockets. I like the pockets. I like these kind of pockets. I think I might start doing these from now on. Or I still like the ones that's on the outside. They're easy too. But I was thinking, you know, I think they're long enough. Yeah, I think they're long enough. But I think I might want to put something at the bottom of them. Or I could just hem them. I think what I'm going to do is cut off the bottom of this shower curtain. It's already got a hem on it, and then I think I can just ruffle it up a little bit, and that way I can have some little ruffle at the bottom of my pants. I sort of like this blue, but this has already got a hem on it. Changing up my mind. You know, I do that. I can do that. I'm grown. I can change up my mind anytime I want to. But I'm changing my mind. I'm opting to go with this smaller piece. Okay, I think that little bit made a subtle improvement. I like that. But let me tell you what I don't like. That red mark. I'm going to get in trouble. My husband's going to kill me. I got 2 of them. There's the other one right there. Okay, you know, when I was tracing them out, I was using this thing right here. I had no idea. I mean, I know what it is, but I didn't think it would make that big a mess. It's the chalk writer pen for chalkboards, I guess. Chalk writer is what it says. Made a mess. I gotta figure out what else it's on. You know, it was on my pants down through here. Look. I think when I wash it, that's gonna come out. But that stuff went everywhere, so I gotta get that up before he sees it, or y'all won't never see no more YouTubes from me. It's new carpet. It's a good thing he don't watch my videos. I don't know why I'm whispering. He's outside weed eating. You know, I used this one too on the other leg. It didn't make a mess, but just live and learn. Live and learn. I'm just telling y'all, don't use something like that because it makes a mess. Well, there's my pants. I like the little ruffle thingy on the bottom. I don't like that red right there, but you know, I'm gonna wash them. I'll get that out. But anyway, I do like the pockets. I like the way the pockets did. And there's a plain one on that side. I hope you don't mind that I don't try them on and go outside and do a little photo shoot today. I think this video is long enough as it is. But anyway, there's my pants. I enjoyed making them, and I had fun making them. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you again to all you new, all you old subscribers. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, that like. and I'll see you next time. Frankie Upcycles.